Yo, what's up, y'all boys, man? Welcome back to the podcast, Bonfire Conversations. Uh, Today I'm gonna be talking about men are reading Elements Deeper Secrets on this vid. So I figured it was a good video to watch because I figured most of my audience is like young adults like myself. So we don't listen to what they gotta talk about, and I'm gonna put my input in. So let's get into it.
My father always told me how strong I was supposed to be because I was a male. So each night when I came back from school, he would take me to the basement and hit me until not even a single tear would shed.
See, now the intro already crazy, bro. Like, shit, bro. I ain't never been through no shit like that, but like I always say on this channel, my purpose was for creating it was to let people be who they truly are and not have to pretend to be nobody else, and they can freely, you feel me, express their opinions and all of that and be themselves. Because I couldn't do that when I was younger, you feel me, or I felt like I couldn't do that because I was younger. So I want to be that person I could be to myself back then to y'all, so y'all don't have to go through what I went through. So that being said, with that comment right there, it's one of the things I'm fighting against. People trying to determine what masculinity is, and trying to say a man has to do this, a man has to be like that. That shit is real toxic, real abusive. You feel me? But that was just the intro. So let's get deeper into the video. But if that's the intro clip, I know this video gonna be crazy, and we don't have a lot to talk about.
I have never dated anyone, but it makes me feel very unmasculine and almost weak. I've never dated anyone. In my 28 years of life, I've been single, not for lack of trying. I think there is definitely something to say when our society talks about losing your virginity when you're younger. One of the things that I found helpful for me was that if eventually I'm going to have sex, I'd rather have sex with someone who's worth it. There'll be moments where I kind of wish that wasn't the case, but it then just comes back again to what matters most. Having had sex or having been able to do so with someone I care about.
Alright, so I'm gonna talk about that right there. Me, as far as this relation to me, I have never like officially dated somebody, but I'm not a virgin. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be a virgin, but I'm not. But for you guys that are, you feel me? It's don't worry about it. Don't rush it. Like he has the right mindset on this. Don't just try to get with the nearest tree to have sex with her. You feel me? Like, because society is telling you that you gotta do this. Like, if it happened, my boy, like it happened, like he said, bro. Like he haven't dated nobody in 20 years, and he has the right mindset on the right person to come in his life when they come. You feel me? Like that's how you guys should view this type of shit. You feel me? Especially y'all young boys. I know it's a lot of pressure on y'all, especially in high school. I know in high school, people try to pressure you to. You feel me? Oh, you're a virgin. You're a virgin. Like, don't worry about that shit, y'all boys. I'm telling you right now. I didn't have sex in high school at all. No cap. So, y'all boys would be straight, man. Just, I got similar advice to what he is. Just keep your core values intact, you feel me? Like, don't be trying to fuck the nearest tree, my nigga. Like, don't do that shit. But, if the person in the right life, the right person come in your life, you feel me? Like, you feel me? It's gonna happen, you feel me? It's gonna happen naturally in life. Just let the flow go, you feel me? Don't try to force anything. That's my advice on this.
I'm a 20-year-old gay man, but I've always had a hard time actually calling myself a man. This really hits close to home because I also identify as a gay man. I went to like Catholic school and I got teased because I'm not like a stereotypical man. Like I'm not good at sports. I'm like all those things that are stereotypical of like what a boy should be. Be who you are and know that it's beautiful.
As an
Yeah, man, real shit. I always say this shit. People let society shape who they are so much, bro. Like, it's insane. Like, not just men, but just people in general. Like, society, like, for example, even in women's culture, society tells women they should be thick and have big ass and whatever and get BBLs and they go do that shit, you know what I'm saying? And some even lose their life over that shit. And with men, they tell us we should be tough, we shouldn't show emotion, we whatever. And some men actually go through life living life like that when it's not truly them. Like, I want y'all to be, whoever listens to this, be you, the truest you, man. Like I said, I said this in 4 episodes before, but when I was younger, bro, I couldn't be the truest me because I was so worried about what somebody else was thinking about me or what somebody else was thinking about what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be you. Like, you are be the original you. Like, it's no rules on what it takes to be a man and what stipulation is to be a man. You know what I'm saying? That's just a gender. That doesn't define who you are. Don't let society tell you you gotta do this and you gotta do that and you gotta fuck all these hoes and do all this to be a man. Like, that shit lame as fuck, bro. No cap. And I wish I would have knew that when I was a younger person, bro. Like, I just started dabbing this physiology like when I was probably like 19. You feel me? That's when I started realizing like I could be my true self. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to realize that shit before, so y'all can have a more healthier life and not go through the hard dark times I did. You know what I'm saying? And hard dark times that some of these men did in this video. So if anything, take this as a lesson, man. Learn from what my mistakes are and what their mistakes were, and not make these mistakes in your life, man. That's what I'm telling y'all, bro. Like all that other shit don't matter, man. At the end of the day, as long as you're happy, that's all that matter. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta be selfish in life, man. And when it comes to your happiness, you should be.
an emotional man, I always feel like I have to act fearless and strong. But in reality, I'm extremely sensitive. I'm too scared to be who I am. I think everyone feels that way, in a sense.
Oh man, I usually let him talk first, but I want to talk over this first. This right here is crazy because, guys, yesterday I literally had a conversation about this, about emotions and stuff like that, and how it affects men's mental health. Fellas, bro, like I said in my last video, my last story time. If you didn't watch it after this video, please watch it. But when you get that sense of emotion, whether it's sadness, rage, whatever, express that at the moment. Let it off your shoulders, right? Because, like, when you get to the point where you say, I'm a man, I can't show emotion, I can't cry, what you do is you let it build up. And it's like a ticking time bomb. So eventually it all release at one time and it'd be like uncontrollable and like a very strong reaction to the emotion. You gotta address that emotion right when it happens. Like, that's my advice to you, and I really hope y'all listen to this, because you don't have hard shit happen in life where you don't feel like, you feel me, like you need to cry, like you need to just get away. And this, I want y'all to address these emotions when they come and not address them a week later when they just build up. You feel me? Don't let the weight sit on your shoulders. That's what I did when I was younger. You feel me? I didn't address no emotion because I was told, you're a man, man don't do this, man don't do that. And I would just let shit just sit on my shoulders and just build up and build up. And I wouldn't say anything. You feel me? I wouldn't address it. I just act like it didn't happen. And that was the worst thing, because eventually I would snap and it'd be like uncontrollable and strong, and it would just be like a disaster. So that's my advice to y'all boys, is literally when you get a sense of emotion, express that emotion and address it at that time immediately, so you don't have to worry about it. This sitting on your heart. You feel me? But let's hear what he got to say.
I was 19 years old. I was with a bunch of friends. There was an altercation that ended up happening where there was a group of guys and then our group of guys, we got into it, and what was I gonna do, run, right? That's what I felt like doing. But the mask, right, I had to put on was one of fearlessness, strength.
See, now that's crazy what he just said. Because, oh, man, I should drop this as a story time video. I will drop it as a more in-depth story time video, but I had a similar thing happen to me, and I actually ran. I don't give a fuck with nobody I say. I was a young boy. I was like 12, 11. And long story short, somebody got jumped in front of me, bro. It wasn't my friend or nothing, but he got jumped, and I ran. All the other niggas was trying to act hard and trying to film, and ooh, he getting fucked up. I ran. You feel me? Like, I did what he did. You feel what he wanted to do anyway. I was like, fuck all that. But I actually have been in a similar situation like that, so I can see, I can put my feet in his shoes. You feel me? As far as that.
When I was a child, my own mother prostituted me. No one believed me because they said it only happened to girls. The men who raped me are still out there.
See, now that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Sexual assault, especially against men, is something that's not talked about, and it's not believed, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, that's got me thinking. You know, I know you guys see all the times you see the teachers having sex with the students, and it's especially like on Instagram. I go on, I see one or whatever. I see a news story of a teacher having sex with a student, and all the dudes under there be like, "Oh, he living a dude fantasy. Why did he tell he a snitch?" Cause they don't understand. They don't understand, like, that shit can happen to men. You feel me? For the most part, for men, it's not like forced physically, but it's like emotionally. You feel me? It's like an emotional abuse to make them feel like they have to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like the Brittany Renner situation. All the fellas, even though PJ Washington is a grown ass man and he should have knew his decision and not to do that, bullshit like that, but it's the same. You feel me? She was hunting him since high school, and all the fellas in there talking about Brittany Renner. You gotta do this. It's Brittany Renner, and they're not holding her accountable like they would if it was a man doing it to a woman. You know what I'm saying? So, especially for anybody who watching the review, if you have been a victim of sexual assault as a man, please address those feelings, bro. I mean, if it's nothing if you can't do anything legally at this point, because sometimes it's been too long, but just address those feelings. Address those feelings. Don't bury them. Address them. You feel me? And get them out your way. You feel me? So you don't have to just be sitting on them for so long. But sexual assault against men is crazy. It's a crazy thing because it can happen. It happens. Sometimes it happens man on man and woman on man. You feel me? So that's just a crazy ass. That's crazy, man. People in this world is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, that's a heavy one. I myself, I haven't been prostituted, but I have been molested by my own family member. I was about 6 years old, and she invited me into the room, and she already had her clothes off, and she continued to do stuff to me. As I got older, the memories and the feelings and the thoughts and the emotions kept coming back through nightmares, through lashing out emotionally. It sounds cliche, but it's very real. It's not your fault, so do not put that shame on yourself. That shame belongs to the abuser. The stigma that guys, boys, men cannot be molested or raped, it's fiction.
That boy hit the nail on the. You feel me? What he just said is facts. You feel me? Straight facts. It's not your fault. This, like he said, it came back on him later in life, and it just haunted him. And you feel me? That's what happens if you don't express those emotions early. You know what I'm saying? And he was a young kid, so he didn't know no better. But that's tough. And the crazy thing is, y'all boys, is DJ Ghost. Shout out DJ Ghost. Look him up on YouTube if y'all haven't. He has a story time about this, about how he got sexually assaulted 2 times when he was younger by a woman, and people in the comments was disrespecting him. You feel me? And my boy DJ Ghost is, if you guys don't know DJ Ghost, he probably one of the realest ones on YouTube. No cap. Old school dude. You got morals, strong morals, and he not even be none of that sucker shit. And he told this story, and he was dead as about to cry in the story, and people was clowning him saying, "Oh, you can't, man can do this. What do you mean? I would have loved that when I was little," and shit like that. Like I said, bro, this shit is real, and it's crazy how people sort of make a joke out of it, even in TV shows, movies, all of that shit. Like, this shit real, boy, no cap. And if this has ever happened to you, like, my condolences to you. Like, I'm sorry that happened. If you can hit me up in the comments, we could talk about that shit for real, because I don't want y'all to ever feel like it's y'all fault, and it's this carry with y'all through life. Like, get a therapist if you need to, but if this ever happened to y'all, I just want y'all to be able to get these emotions out of your system, and so you can move on to a better, more positive, healthy life. No cap, bro, because I know this shit has happened to people in my family too, you feel me? So yeah, it's crazy. And this is like the hardest thing about having a kid, bro, because like this shit has a more adverse effect than on yourself, because as far as having kids, and you know this happened to you, you would be very scared to have one and be trusting around people, because I'm gonna keep the buck with y'all. If a nigga did this to my kid, if I had a kid and somebody molested my kid, sexually assaulted my kid, I'm turning that nigga to Swiss cheese, you feel me? No cap. Word. No cap. And I'm not playing about that shit. So anybody that has been through this shit, bro, like I said, I'm sorry that shit happened. If y'all want to talk about it, comment it down below. Get a therapist if you need. Please get a therapist. I would advise, get a therapist so you can get these emotions out of your body and learn how to deal with them and turn it into a positive light somehow. You know what I'm saying? Or just deal with emotions and get them out your system, because you don't want to go through life this blaming yourself for a situation that you can't change. You know what I'm saying?
My ex-girlfriend physically and sexually abused.
And I want to say before this next one, I'm low-key proud of, bro, because a lot of people would have been ashamed to admit it, you know what I'm saying, admit how it actually made them feel. So I'm proud of this panel of people that are openly letting people express their emotions, like how I want my channel to be, you feel me? Like, I want y'all to be able to express your opinions, your emotions, all of that shit, judgment free. I like how this panel sort of has the same morals that I base my channel off of, channel/podcast. But yeah, bro, I'm really proud of bro for doing that, you feel me? A lot of people wouldn't have did that.
Abused me. I felt helpless because I couldn't tell anyone, or I would get made fun of. I no longer can engage with anyone sexually. I've also been in an abusive.
Now, like I said before, like I said, literally the last one, that sexual abuse does happen, and sometimes it's by women. And as far as abuse in general, I know a lot of y'all boys, and I know a lot of people that have been in abusive relationships with women. Me personally, I wouldn't let it happen to me, just because, like I said, I know who I am at this point, and I know what I want. So me, if I just kick her to the curb, no cap. But I'm not saying everybody can do that or has the courage to do that. You feel me? But like I say, man, if y'all getting abused, bro, get out of that relationship. Oh God, just get out. You feel me? Cause it's 2021. We can't defend ourselves like how women can defend themselves against if we were doing it to them. You can't, you feel me? We can't hit them, we can't do whatever, because we go to jail. You feel me? That's just how it works. Society has it fucked up to where men can't defend themselves in abusive situations, especially when women are the abusers. You feel me? So just get out of that situation. Like, if anybody watching that's in an abusive relationship, I'm telling you, please get out of that situation. It's just in the long term, it's just gonna bring more negative effects, and it's gonna affect you, like how bruh said, he's scared to have sexual contact with anybody else because of his past relationships. In the long term, that's what it do. Mentally, it'll fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? So, my advice, like I said, is get out of that situation, man, because you can't defend yourself. Like, these domestic abuse cases are favored for women because we see women as weaker. Like I said, me for example, I just walk away, bro. Like, I had times where women try to hit me or whatever. I just walk away, bro. You feel me? But these situations right here is crazy. Like I said, this shit do happen in real life. Men do get abused, you feel me? Mentally, emotionally, sexually, whatever. And we sort of sweep under the rug because we're supposed to be masculine and, we're not supposed to express our emotions and all of that shit. But this is me saying to y'all, if y'all ever in this, no matter your age, whether you're in high school and your girl hitting you or whatever, whether you grown and your girl hitting you, whatever, abusing you, emotionally, all of that, just get out of that situation because you don't want to let it just sit and let it blow up itself. You want to address it when you are in control of it. So please just get out of that situation. Please.
The relationship, it's a little difficult because I am a guy of trans experience. I fight daily with feeling man enough. Being in this type of situation, it is extremely helpless, especially when outside people looking into your situation like, oh, you're letting a woman beat on you? Are you weak? And that's not the case because in my opinion, I was way stronger and I loved her more to know I would never put my hands on you in that way. To this person, I say, don't hold yourself back from eventually finding someone that loves you unconditionally.
Like I said, I gotta again comment on the panel. And I like how they're respecting what people are saying and respecting people's experiences. You feel me? And he hit it on the dot, bro. Like, don't let somebody hold you back from living your best life, bro. That's what I say. I say that, and this goes for more than relationships. You feel me? Whether it's your family, you feel me? Your mom or your brother, whatever. Don't let nobody hold you back from living your best life, bro. Like, I gotta do a family topic later on shit like this, but just don't let nobody hold you back at the end of the day. You feel me? If somebody in your life make you unhappy, cut them boys out. You feel me? Cut them out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not meant to be in your life for the long term. You feel me? Life has a way of weeding people out of your life. Whether you lose contact or they do some shady shit or whatever, life has a way of weeding people out of your life that are not supposed to be there in the long term. So you got to take those signs and get them out of there. You feel me? It don't matter what the relationship is to you. It could be family. Family is known for fucking people over. I swear. I've been fucked over by family so many times. No cap. So don't make the mistake I did and just forgive them like nothing happened. You got to be stern in that situation and face that.
Had a very hard time accepting who I was and my form of masculinity for a very long time. The only advice I can give is explore what it means to be a man for yourself.
Alright, man. What he said in is perfect right there. Like, I keep telling you, be yourself, you feel me? Like, a gender doesn't define how you should act, what you should do, and your actions, what you should like, none of that shit. Just be yourself, you feel me? Don't let society tell you what you gotta do. And in this social media culture, that's really a crazy thing, a hard thing for people to comprehend because we see all this social media shit all day, what people are doing, and we sort of compare ourselves to them. and sort of think we should be doing what they're doing exactly. But yeah, I gotta remember, social media is fake. You feel me? It's for show. You feel me? They just show what they want to show and not what actual life is. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that shit affect you. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get into, with that being said, I don't know if I should drop a story time for this topic, or if I should just drop it right here and give y'all like my experience with this shit. But let me think. I'll drop a short little one, cause I can make a whole discussion about this alone, just me talking. But I remember when I was younger. I'm like the oddball of my family, of siblings anyway. You know what I'm saying? I was the one that was in the books. You feel me? I wanted to be smart, get good grades. I was that guy. I wasn't obsessed about girls. You feel me? I was obsessed about getting good grades and making it out of the trenches, because that's what we looked at. I recognized early that I wanted to make it out the hood. As far as like most young people don't recognize that early, if you feel what I'm saying. I was never overly aggressive. I didn't fight if I didn't have to. You feel me? It was times where I did have fights when I was younger, but it's cause, like I said, I was defending myself. I never that wasn't my first term of action. I remember when I was younger, a lot of people would be like, ask me, what would you do if somebody pushed you? And I'd be like, I just walk away from them, like whatever. And they'd be like, oh, you're not man, you're not a boy. I will fight. You feel me? And I've been through when I was younger. They just have too small kind of shit. You feel me? Cause I'm a late bloomer as far as puberty. Like, I ain't start growing for real till I was like 19, but they would make me feel like unaccepted sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know how to deal with that when I was younger, but like I said, as I got older, probably around like 19-ish, 18, 19-ish, I was like, you know what, fuck them niggas, bro. I'm gonna be me, whatever. Everybody different. But, like I said, I just give you my life example to say that I have been through shit like this. Society determining who I am, and I've been through a lot of situations that they have been through in this panel. Of people saying I'm not manly enough, or what I'm doing not manly, or how I handle a situation isn't manly. And I just want to tell y'all boys that it's no definition of manly. You feel me? A gender does not describe how you should act, what you should like, and all of that shit. Be yourself. Please be yourself. Express your opinions. Please learn this early. I want you guys to learn this shit early, because if you learn this shit later in life, you're going to go through a lot of dark times in life that you could have avoided if you would have just followed this principle earlier in your life. I say this from going through a lot of shit like that. I used to be sad for a little minute, bro. No cap. Like, I want to say from ages like 16. Nah, it was before that, bro. Like 14 to 18. I was in a dark place. No cap, bro. I hated being home. Shit was toxic environment. Yeah, I was low-key depressed, you feel me, for like a long ass time. And if I would have knew this advice earlier, I would not have been depressed. I learned this shit when I was 18. You know what I'm saying? So, for my young boys watching this, that's like 12, 11, whatever, 15. Learn this shit earlier in life, just to be yourself, and don't let nobody try to influence who you are and let that affect your happiness. You feel me? Because that's how we get a lot of bad cases. So, with that being said, I appreciate y'all listening to me talk today. Another video dropping on Wednesday. Story time dropping on Friday. Story time on Friday, it'll be a funny one. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Support the podcast in any way you can. And with that being said, y'all have a good... My bad. With that being said, y'all have a good day. Peace out.